Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is our pleasure to be here and thank you for your time. My name is Naomi, and with me I have Nadia, Kailin, Jingyao, and Joel. So before introducing our business plan, I will start off by talking about my own personal experience. As an international student living on my own, I often feel homesick and lonely, especially with the pandemic happening this year. One day, my friend FaceTimed me and showed me her new pet puppy, and I thought I could get a pet myself. So I began browsing through many sites to find the pet I want. But finally, I thought I found a perfect pet, but it turned out to be 100 miles away. Okay, whatever it takes to get the perfect pet, right? So I decided to drive there. Guess what? My front tire went flat. It jeopardized my plan. After that, I thought maybe I should just buy a pet online. So after researching, I discovered that since purchasing pets online has become a trend, pet scammers are increasing. People lose thousands of dollars being tricked into buying the pets, but in reality, there are no pets at all. After chatting with my friends, it became clear that I wasn't the only one who had this issue. Therefore, we created PetMe to solve these problems.
The problem we face while getting a pet is that it's too time consuming. With no source of delivering pets to door and limited pet breeds available in an area, you have to drive from store to find a perfect pet. Secondly, unethical breeding has been a long-term problem that hasn't been solved. With no complete transparency and inaccurate medical records provided, pets may have underlying illnesses. Thirdly, there's currently no social networks that connects pet owners to one another specifically through similar interest in pets. Next, please. Your solution? PetMe saves time as we gather lists of pets from pet breeders, sellers, and adoption centers on our app for customers to ease the purchasing process. Just browse, select, and check out, and your pets will be safely delivered to your door by our partnership shipping company. As of health and safety concerns, all pets are required to go through an extensive health verification process by our verified sellers or partner vets before they are listed on our app. An optional microchip injection service is also offered for owners who wish to track their pets. PetMe shows absolute transparency as proof of a healthy living condition, and pets' medical records are posted on the app. Lastly, PetMe's user generated content feature aims to connect pet owners together to discuss anything regarding their pets, which is a great way to bring users and their interests together. Next.
PetMe is the app that offers the simplest way to purchase a dog pet from reliable sellers and connect pet enthusiasts with one another. Next, please. There are two types of sellers on our app. First being professional pet breeders. They will have to send proof of breeding certification and the health living condition of the pet to be a verified seller. Second type being the regular seller, as their incentive is to sell their own pet. Although they are required to bring their pet to our partnership vet before the pet gets listed, after users buy pets, they will have the option to neither pick up or delivery. Next, please. I will demonstrate the app prototype. Users can share their pets' photos, videos, and connect with others in PetMe feed. By pressing the menu icon, PetMe feature will appear. When users want to find pets, the pet filter page will pop out. Users can also find pets nearby by inputting the address. After filtering, a list of pet options will be shown. When they click on the pet profile, more information will appear, and a choice to contact the seller option is displayed. Next, please. Based on the chart, we conclude that Quackness and Facebook are ineffective to buy pets with a number of scammers on the platform. Next, PetSmart and Petco are secure, but inconvenient because only in-store purchases are available. Lastly, Pet Finder is a convenient platform to adopt pets. However, they don't offer any health checkup services, but PetMe guarantees a convenient and secure online pet purchasing process. Therefore, PetMe will shine against these competitors. Next, please.
PetMe app uses the freemium business model. Users can install the app free and engage in our app's content. We want to give users time to enjoy the experience. So when they are ready for more, they'll be happy to invest in more features and subscribe to PetMe Plus. PetMe Plus members are able to collect reward points for each month of subscription. The points can be accumulated and exchanged for our partner vet discounts. PetMe also earns revenue by charging 15% fee on pets handling process and successful transactions. PetMe will scale its business in three ways. First, by acquiring customers. PetMe uses App Store optimization to drive traffic to our app. We will also use social media marketing on platforms like Instagram to reach a massive target audience and increase our brand's awareness. Next, PetMe will retain existing customers by using simple onboarding tools to save users time in navigating PetMe and prevent churning. We will also incentivize users by PetMe's loyalty and rewards program, making them feel significant. Lastly, to enhance our offerings, PetMe will expand our features such as hosting events like pet competitions, also sending surveys to collect customer feedback to address criticism and improve user experience. We will divide our business growth in stages. Stage 1 focuses on the purchase and selling of pets and building partnerships with various pet clinics. Stage 2 includes the addition of new partners, such as pet stores and salons, and subscription aiming to deliver pet supplies and services.
Our target market will be people who are interested in animals, pet breeders, and pet owners, but more specifically, the millennials. Millennials have now taken over baby boomers as the largest portion of pet owners. Not only that, they nearly double baby boomers in relation to time spent on social media, with 90% of them being active social media users compared to the 48% of baby boomers. So to break down the bottom-up analysis, we found the average cost of acquiring a pet being around $500. Each year, we spend a total of $1.97 billion buying 3.9 million pets solely through e-commerce. We take just 5% share of the pet e-commerce market and charge a 15% fee each transactions, which give us a 15 million revenue. Next. For our top-down analysis, we use the US e-commerce pet industry as a reference for our total available market, which is a 1.97 billion opportunity. We then approach serviceable available market by aiming for 5% of the e-commerce pet industry in the next 3 to 5 years. This way, we'll generate $15 million for our service obtainable market by charging a 15% transaction fee. Next.
Our estimated number of users in the first year is 80,000 and will increase in the following years due to the effort put in marketing. Revenue in the first year is estimated to be 1.2 million and will increase in the following years due to the increased number of users and partnership PetMe has with pet clinics. Due to the expansion in traffic towards PetMe and number of partnership clinics with PetMe, the percentage of growth in the second and third year are expected to increase. Every year, we expect to put significant efforts in marketing and advertising. We will have freelance employees who mainly focus on the operation of the app, which includes breeder verification and breeding sites checking. Our biggest expense is our annual budget of 600,000 partnership fees in the first year and increase in the second and third years since we are trying to grow and drive traffic together with the pet clinics. From the third year onwards, we will start profiting and are estimated to increase as we will be adding more features to our PetMe app in stages. Next, please. Since the COVID-19 pandemic started, the pet industry has been booming because people are turning to pets to fill their emotional void. Although COVID-19 will affect PetMe's ability to organize in-person events, PetMe offers responses to these impacts by providing online events. Moreover, extra precautions such as making sure that pet clinics are being well disinfected and pickup choices of pets are being done by both the breeder and seller parties, accommodating health restrictions. PetMe works as a way to not only solve the inconvenience of old-fashioned pet purchasing, but also aim to lead the current growing trend of the e-commerce pet industry. PetMe, all you need under one roof. To end our presentation, here is our PetMe ad. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well done. Now we get to move on to our very last Q&A portion. So hopefully your team is all set and ready for that. And judges, you might ask your questions now.
Yeah, I'll jump in. First of all, I got to say, I can't believe something like this doesn't exist. Pet Finder, I think, is great, but I love the idea of bringing the breeders and as well as other adopted pets in there. One of the questions I have is what do you see future revenue streams being? Because I don't know how transactional actual just pet adoptions is going to be long term. I think short term that's fine, but long term, when you have Chewy out there, you have some of the veterinary apps that are starting to do this in person. They could easily bundle that on. So I'm just curious, where are you looking to go with this in the future for future revenue streams to go beyond just the adoption and partnerships that might be more bringing more margin?
So, can you help me understand the question a little? Yeah, Naomi?
Yeah, I can answer your question. So we are thinking that after our initial launch, besides our recurring revenue and also our subscription revenues, and besides also the transaction revenue, we can also earn revenue through advertising fee because our pet feeds can include recurring advertisement for pet-related businesses and companies.
Interesting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you have very interesting idea. So I like it. And I wonder, so how do you plan to onboard, your potential customers? So it's very important to have the pet stores, to be able to, trust you and be able to, help you. I don't know if you have them deliver the pets or you have someone else to help do that. So yeah, what's your plan there to engage them?
Yes, that's a good question. So like when they join as breeder, they will need to provide documents such as certificates of breeding, pictures of the breeding sites, and proof of ethical breeding. So if there is something suspicious about that, we will have our freelance employees to check on site for their breeding sites to make sure the breeding is ethical.
Can they do that themselves? So
Yeah,
what's the value you provide there?
So the value we provide is actually first, we can make more customers on our platform. And also, we also provide like sometimes people want to sell their pets, but they are not a breeder. They just want to sell like 1 or 2 pets. So how do they make sure that their pet is healthy and people will trust them? Is that they will need to bring their pet to our partnership clinics for verification to make sure that their pets are in good health condition. So we will provide this secure and convenient platform because currently there are no platforms that provide a secure and verified way.
Okay, good. Yeah, so what's the status of your product? Are you have someone in your team be able to develop the app, or you are looking for contractors? So what's the progress now, the status?
Yeah, so basically we have the business model right now, and yeah, I'm a mechanical engineering major and I learned computer science. So and my team members also know a bit about the app. So we actually, like you see the app interface there, we have already brainstormed how the app is gonna the layout of the app, and we just need to start getting into the app building process after this.
Yes, also to add on to that, I personally know a few contractors who work from Apple and Facebook. So they are willing to help us on building the app as well.
Okay, thank you. Looking good.
Still have time for one more question or so, or maybe a couple more. Is there any more questions left? Seeing that there is none. All right then. Thank you guys for your presentation, for cleaning this off oh so well. So I really appreciate your guys' time and all the different presentations you've got in the show.